It's so shameful. This might be one of the most embarrassing clips we've ever played on the show. You know, before he became successful, at least they let him be the umpire. All right. So here we have Nick Fuentes once again caught in 4K with knowledge of Ollie Alexander being a pedophile. There are previous clips we covered where Nick, back in 2017, when he was doing a show, said that he thought Ollie was a homosexual and a pedophile, and that it was an open secret surrounding that. There's a clip where Nick said that Ollie actually attempted to groom him as well when Nick was 18 years old. But this, once and for all, really showcases that Nick did know that Ollie Alexander was a pedophile, that he did allow him in his organization, which consists of primarily of young guys, some of age, some just underage. A lot of teenagers are groypers. It is known, Khaleesi.
Yeah.
It is known, just like Ollie's pedohood. But now this video had never surfaced before, and I don't know where it comes from. Do you have any idea? Does anybody in chat know where? Oh, you know where it comes from.
I know it's someone. I don't know if I can even say.
You can't say.
Someone for one of the sources that we know. Someone went to him and went, "Look, I've never released this before, but here you go. I'm not gonna say who released it to who, just because I don't know if I can."
This is at the Million MAGA March, November 15th, 2020. This is during Stop the Steal. Nick is already working with Ollie Alexander during this time. And after this, he would go on to make Ollie an integral part of Yay 2024, putting him in charge of Students for Yay, where he would be directly in charge of young, impressionable boys and able to do the same sort of thing that we're going to show in this video, which is offering favors in exchange for homosexual sex. This video also blows up Elijah Schaefer's spot and exposes Elijah Schaefer as a homosexual as well.
Well,
let's have a look here.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
This is f***ed up, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah. 2016 vibe.
Pause.
Wait, this is in 4K.
This is in
It's
4K.
filmed with like a red camera.
And they're in 4K right next to Nick Fuentes. How ironic. This is
He got
fake.
molested when he was like 13.
No, he didn't get molested per se, but when he was 15 years old, Ollie Alexander solicited that gentleman to the right of Nick Fuentes for dick pictures and nudes, which he sent. And Nick has seen the images of Smiley underage by his own admission.
And it was for a political expediency, right? To be part of the...
He said that I'll get you a job in Washington or I'll help you advance your career politically. But Nick has tried to say, oh, this Smiley is a nobody. I had no association with him. There he is marching right next to you during Stop the Steal. He was a part of Baked Alaska's crew, live streaming. He did streams with Wooza where he went to Columbine. He's a known entity in America First. So this attempt at revisionist history where Smiley had nothing to do with anything, he wasn't even in AF. No, he was in AF, and he did come to you and say that this happened to him, as was Lance Videos came to you and said that this happened to him, that Smiley tried to get pictures, illicit pictures of him as well. And you ignored it all and still brought that fox, that predator, into your hen house, into your movement of young boys. Okay, let's continue.
By the way, I've been clapping this whole time. These are all negative claps. Not a single one was positive. Just so you all know. Okay.
We gotta get that on a boom box. We gotta get Chatelet. Chatelet.
Whoa, Chatelet.
The cringe.
Oh my
God. The cringe of it all. It was cringe back in 2017.
Yeah.
To be chanting Chatelet in 2020? Holy f***, man.
Remember?
I remember. It is a bomb.
It is. All right. Yeah.
Even Nick's embarrassed. Look how embarrassed he is of his followers there chanting Chatelet. Notice how he's not chanting Chatelet. This is so cringe. It's so embarrassing. Somehow these guys marching together and chanting Chatelet was going to stop Biden from becoming president.
Chatelet! Chatelet!
It's great political movement.
Right. That's so funny. Like, look at this. This
Look
is
at
like
him. He's almost got a tear in his
he's
eye.
like, oh my god.
It's so lame.
By the way,
There's
mask
Nick Fuentes wearing a mask.
outside.
Even though, outside, no less.
Outside.
There's no reason for him to be wearing that. There's nobody who's going to tell him he has to wear it or he's going to be kicked out. He's wearing that mask to protect himself from the virus.
No.
What a loser. What a loser. Oh, no.
He looks like just such a just child here.
Oh, I know. Well, because he was.
He's aged like 20 years since.
I know.
Like he's like a straight up old man now. But look at this.
On my IG story real quick.
Sure. You gotta replace their.
It's actually neocon reactions,
Nick talks to a teenage fan about Elijah Schaefer and Ali Alexander.
Now
being
imagine your
predatory.
picture. Imagine your picture with Nick Fuentes is with him with a chin diaper on.
Yeah.
How embarrassing. He's going to try and flex that to all of his fucking right-wing based friends. And they're going to be like, why is the leader wearing a chin diaper? At least he had like the decency to like take it off a little bit. But couldn't you just take the whole fucking thing off, man?
This is sad.
Like the
pathetic.
shame of it all. The shame of it all.
Wait, like Ralph, for example, right? Like he acts like this doesn't exist. Now, well, he's like, I saw it, but anyway, I'm gonna move on. It's like, no.
And
Hang
why
on.
wear it if he takes it off next to everyone as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Why even wear? I don't even understand what his logic was.
You gotta replace their.
It's actually neocon reactions, anyways. Okay, let's see on the IG.
Is that Elijah Schaefer? Is it? No, it's not.
Back. Hold on, let me buy you a drink. Maybe a minute ago. What's going on here?
So there's Nick just laughing about it. But Elijah Schaefer, by this young man, and why would this young man lie about that? He's clearly like in love with the cause. He loves Fuentes. He wants to be a part of it. He doesn't want to cause a problem for the movement or the people in it, just like Smiley was. You know, this is an underage kid. He's like 15 years old. And Elijah Schaefer is trying to bribe him with alcohol to have gay sex with this underage kid. And this is somebody that Nick Fuentes is still inviting to AFPAC and still has not disavowed. Really? Really?
Yeah.
But all these liberal voices, all the world over, none of them can cover this. Why? Why? Why did none of the mainstream sources, why did none of the anti-racists, why did none of them cover this? Why do they sweep it up? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's like we're going to get into a clip where Nick Fuentes himself sums it up best about all of this. When he's talking about Richard Spencer from 4 or 5 years ago, he goes, why has he been elevated like this? Why has he been elevated to be the leader by the mainstream media? Kind of makes you think, huh?
I wonder.
Kind of makes you think.
I wonder.
Him and Ali was out here. I was like, I took Owen's short. I was like, Owen, Ali's a pedo, right? And he's like, why does everybody say that? I'm like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
How do people not know?
And he was like,
So
Pause.
there it is.
It's not that he even questions it.
He's like, of course.
He goes, yeah, of course Ali's a pedophile. How do people not even know about that?
And this is
Few mo-
years before he brought him in, and then all the fucking.
I mean, it's not even. He's working with him at this time on Stop the Steal.
Wait, really?
And then, yes, he's working with him at this time on Stop the Steal. And then years later, he would bring him in for Students for Yay and put him in charge of young students.
Send in Vitali.
Yes.
We need Vitali right now.
They all knew.
I'm gonna call Vitali in a few. I'll call him. I'll text him.
he's like, oh, I work for InfoWars, so I don't really deal with that. That's some bullshit right there.
Who said what?
Owen Schroyer was giving me the bullshit. Oh, I
How
don't
the was Nick on InfoWars the other day? Does Alex Jones know about this? Like, how is it?
Yeah.
Like, we shot it from the rooftops. People are now retweeting it. It's finally like getting some traction, but still, Alex Jones conspiracy. But you have this guy on? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, Alex Jones had Ali involved at
Yeah.
InfoWars.
yeah.
Remember during the whole Kanye thing, he had Ali like sitting in his seat. He had Ali sending out tweets from his phone. Alex Jones knew all of it as well, and he covered for it. And Owen Schroyer knew. They all knew. They all knew, and they all covered for it because it was politically expedient for them to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Burn it
know
all
about
down.
all-
And it should have all been burned down yesterday. But unfortunately, they're all collaborating together. It's all a conspiracy where they all hide and excuse each other's bad behavior. And there's nobody mainstream enough to call it out that will destroy this den of vipers. And they need to be destroyed
Yeah.
because they cover for pedophiles, the lowest of the low. And they, you know what they try and say, right? They'll go, oh, well, we had to do this. You know, in Washington, D.C., you have to work with gay pedophiles to get things done. You just have to. If
Oh, yeah,
our
I just
the bare minimum standard is that you don't work with pedophiles, that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And we can't even get that. What's the difference between you and the swamp then? What's the difference between you then and all those motherfuckers on Epstein's Island? They were just playing the game too, right? They were just networking on Epstein's Island, right? Hunter Biden, he was just networking, folks. Come on. Come on. And these are the people that spend all day long talking about the elite, the files, Epstein, the conspiracies, Jews, this, that, and the other.
Yikes.
But they're just as guilty. When their opportunity comes to be better than that, they sink into the muck and into the mire. And this is where no matter how effective at rhetoric Nick Fuentes is, no matter how good of a speaker he is, no matter how many of his talking points you agree with, he is poison to anything that you want to advance, to anything that you believe in, because he couldn't even follow the simplest of commandments. He couldn't even follow, if anyone does something to the little ones, a millstone should be cast around his neck and thrown into the sea. He couldn't even follow that. How can you trust him to lead anything?
It's simple. Thou shalt not kids. It's not that hard.
That's my job.
Oh, were you asking about like?
But, well, Ali hit on me hard
Oh,
and was like asking how tall I was, what kind of alcohol I drank.
What the f?
It's so grime. It's so grime, and it's just open in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
This isn't a conversation
On 4K.
behind closed doors. This is in the middle of the street, and he'll say it's all been debunked. He'll say, I had no idea. I didn't know. Really?
This video
Really?
has to stay alive.
He was like, hey, if you want to come do chores for me, let me know.
I want to come do
Dude,
chores. for me.
chores.
Like a little
And
maid outfit.
look at Nick. Like, Nick's like laughing. Like, he's smiling behind that mask. Maybe that's why he put on the mask.
Ooh.
This is what he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's funny that there's like a pedophile that he's going to be working with. It's great.
yeah. I'm trying to get that guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he'll say this. It's old news. Yeah. And it's not destroyed you. That's what's crazy.
It's like the same sort of thing that he would laugh at atheists about. When they go, well, the Bible's an old book written 2,000 years ago. What's its relevance to today? He would ridicule and laugh at that argument from an atheist, right? But you'd say, well, it's old, but it's true. Same thing here. It's old, as in 3 years old, 4 years old, but it's the truth.
The sexy maid up.
Yes. And
Yes,
Yeti
Yeti.
or not, it is posted on X. If you go to GNN, the Gunt News Network, Tina Shay's Twitter, retweet it. I've retweeted it. Spread it far and wide. And spread it wherever Fuentes and his acolytes go to post their bullshit, their glowy rhetoric. Just post this right underneath. Just let people know exactly what they're supporting. Yeah. And, exactly. That's one thing too. Jake Lloyd was here, and Jake Lloyd talked about how he was going to expose Ali, and then he was thrown out of the movement right after this.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
And all the Groiper generals were saying the same in like texts with Nick around that time. Like Casey was aware, Jaden was aware, everybody was aware and was telling Nick, like, this is a bad idea. Don't do this shit. And it was only but a few months after all this shit that Jaden left as well. Because how can you stand by this shit? It's
Yikes. Has Destiny seen his clip? Well, Destiny pressed Nick on that Twitter space. We covered it last time. Go ahead.
All right. So now we're going to go into this. Now, this is something Jaden produced for everybody.
Woo!
This is from, I think, like 2019 or 2020. This really is telling as to the character of Nick Fuentes, why he is the way he is, why he's so bitter and resentful and just a pathetic worm of a person.
Okay.
The reason why he acts this way is to try and get his revenge. I'm going to get my revenge for how I was treated in high school. I wasn't invited to the parties. This is the most stereotypical thing that you could possibly come up with. This is like the villain backstory of like the bullied nerd who feels like he needs to get his revenge on the jocks. And, people go, oh, that's too simple of an explanation for Nick. That's bullshit. Just listen to this.
Okay.
This is the truth.
Super Bowl party. I'm rich and famous now. I'm making bank. I'm famous. I've made it. I'm coming back to the Super Bowl party, and I'm going to redeem.
I'm going to meme.
Because it was so rent-free in his head, getting felted at the Super Bowl party, that he thinks, well, I've made it. I'm rich now and I'm famous. And when I come back to this Super Bowl party, they're all going to give me respect. And then I'll be friends with them and I'll be cool. No,
I'm
Nick,
embarrassed.
you will never be cool. You are a subhuman test tube baby loser. It's like the Indian caste system.
Yeah.
You will never rise in these people's eyes. They'll always know you as little shitty Nicky that shit his pants running the mile. Do you know this? In grade 10, Nick Fuentes went to run the mile in his yellow shorts, and he shit his pants. Brown poop stain on the yellow shorts.
What?
Everybody called him Shitty Nicky for years. And he's so traumatized about it. He tries to get his redemption for it by wearing those same yellow shorts on every America First broadcast today. Fuentes, Christmas Eve, or it was around Christmas, he tried to invite everyone over and from high school. He's like, I have all this weed. I'm going to smoke you guys all out. I have an ounce. You got to come over and blaze with me. Nobody came.
No.
Nobody came to smoke Fuentes' weed for free. That's sad, man. That's sad. But here it is. His story of high school, of the Super Bowl party, of being rejected.
He blocked you, right?
Oh, of course.
He blocked me like in day one.
I'm going to show up.
I just checked it immediately. I was blocked.
I checked the next day. Yeah.
This rich, happening guy. You're all still in school. I just made headlines with the Groiper War, and I got money.
They didn't see the headline. They didn't give a shit. They just didn't care.
It's like now he's like just a clown. He's just a fucking like bozo.
I'm going to show up, and I'll show you, like, look at what I made something of myself.
So everyone thinks you're a fucking file supporter and you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And you're not even
I was
rich
a loser
anymore.
at the Super Bowl party as a kid, and I was the umpire. We go to the baseball.
This is so sad.
Down the street, we leave the party, and they're team captains picking teams, and I go, "Whose team am I on?" Nobody's. You're the umpire. I was like, what?
Oh, you're the umpire?
It's so embarrassing.
I thought he was like, he chose to be the umpire. No.
No, he wasn't allowed to play on any of the teams because he had no athleticism.
Wait,
he was
that's
a
worse than
dorky
being
little
picked
nerd.
last.
No, he wasn't even picked. He wasn't even picked last. There's some other like spurgy autistic kid that they're like, well, you know what? At least you're not shitty Nicky who shit his pants running the
Randall.
mile.
All right,
You know,
you'll
they
get
picked
Randall.
Randall Weems. He's like the Menlo. You know, they like have more respect for the snitch than they do for him. You know, this is sad. This is so embarrassing. And this is his villain origin story. This is why he's so angry at the world and frustrated. No women would have sex with him, but let's be real. He was closeted the whole time. But he was rejected by all the women. Nobody wanted him on their baseball team. He wasn't even picked last, wasn't the umpire, treated like shit at the Super Bowl party. Now I will get my revenge. I'm going to prove something. Okay.
Well, he's proven something.
To kill myself. It's just like, okay, that just destroyed me. I was okay. So, you know, I was the umpire. Well, now I'm the big dick. I'm the HMFIC around here. Yeah, now I'm a pitcher.
What did he mean by that?
So, I show up to this thing. This is like 2 years ago. And I say, oh, hey, everybody. I say hey to all the parents, and I wind up getting a plate of food, and I go to the basement with all the neighborhood with the kids. They're all there. They're all adults. And we're sitting around. We're talking and everything. And get this. They all get together and leave to go to another party and don't invite me.
Whoa! Oh! Oh, his heart just shattered.
Why would he say this publicly, man? It's so embarrassing. It's so shameful. This might be one of the most embarrassing clips we've ever played on the show. You know, before he became successful, at least they let him be the umpire. This time, they're like, you're such a loser. You're such a seething little incel. Sorry, bud. We're all going to a different party. You're not invited.
Beauty.
And you know this plays over and over and over again in his head. You know this is in his dreams. It's rent-free. And this is what motivates him, is the spite, the hatred, trying to prove that he is worth something, trying to get his revenge on other people by making their lives shitty through his hateful bullshit rhetoric. This is what he is. This is what he is. And that's why he wants to make his own followers miserable as his revenge for this. That's why he preaches to them, be an incel, don't get women, don't party, don't have fun, just be a shut-in, be an autistic loser online.
That's what he was.
That's what he was, and that's what he always will be.
That's the cool thing to be, when really it's not.
And he can't move on from it. You know, there are a lot of people that were bullied in school. They move on from it because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But to him, it really does matter. His self-esteem is dependent on the acceptance of those kids in the neighborhood, and he'll never have it. So he'll never truly have self-esteem. He'll never truly have confidence. Mm-hmm. He's a deeply insecure person seeking validation from others. And if he wasn't, he wouldn't have went to that party in the first place because he didn't need, but he needed it. He needed it.
All the boys that I grew up with, all those guys, we finish eating and they're all like, oh, okay, we're all going to leave now. Okay, see you later.
Woo, imagine.
And I'm the only one left. And I said, you know what? This. I said, I'm leaving too. Forget it. And I,
whoa. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
he's like everyone left, and he goes, well, I guess I'll leave too. It's like, well,
there's no one to even talk to. You're the only one left.
No one's there.
You almost feel bad for him telling this story because, you know, there's times, you know, I'm sure for everybody where you were excluded or you weren't the most popular or you were made to feel lesser. But the difference between you and Nick Fuentes is that you actually grew up. You weren't like stuck in this Peter Pan syndrome where you're a perpetual child and you relive the trauma of middle school and high school over and over and over again on a daily basis, seething about people who wronged you. 10, 15 years later, like, get a fucking grip. And the fact that he's publicly crying like this desperately seeking validation anywhere he can get it shows that he's just pathetic. And it's sad. And I pity him. I pity him because there are a lot of people who, you know, they end up having this mindset of being a victim because they were bullied in school and they never move past it.
Are
and
we
it's really
his bullies
sad.
now? Are we the bullies now? Like, in his mind, do you think he sees us as those people who left the party, as those people who didn't pick him in softball? You know what I mean? I think he sees us as those guys.
Well, and Dancing Pudding brings it up too. The people who did it to him don't even remember any of the shit that haunts him. It's like the M. Bison. For them, it was Tuesday. For Nick, it was the worst day of his life. They don't remember that party. They've been to dozens of parties since then, but he remembers it.
When we make fun of him, it all comes back. I thought he blocked. I bet you when he was unbanned, you and I were the first names he went to on Twitter to block. Guarantee you, because we actually affect him in a spiritual level.
Malanga says that's why he hates his audience so much. To him, all the cool kids have left, and all that's left is the dorks. And he resents that. He resents that he's still sitting at the nerdy, smelly kid table. He wishes he could be at the jock table, the popular kid table. And that's why he hates his own followers and shits on them. Because he's still trapped in that time.
Never gone to any one of those things. And my parents are always like, oh, you never go. They ask about you. I said, you know what? I did that one time. I said, they treated me like shit when we were kids. I said, and fair enough, we were kids. I said, I come back a couple of years ago, and I still get, clowned on. I still get clowned on.
Whoa, wait. So he becomes famous in headlines, and just like, it's little Nicky. It's little boy Nicky. Hey, what's up, bud? Here's the thing is, Nick, no one cares about money or headlines or, you have a video with 1 million views and shit. No one cares about that shit, man.
Do you know what would have helped him more?
What?
Not being such an uptight, angry little spurg.
Yep.
If he just talked about something maybe other than Donald Trump and politics and trying to prove how much smarter he was than everybody else there, which no one gives a shit about, and maybe if he just had a beer and was just chill and normal, then maybe he wouldn't be treated that fucking way. Maybe they would have went, oh, wow, he's really changed. He's really matured since the last time we saw him. But really what they saw was, this is a guy trapped in time. He's still the same stagnant spurg know-it-all, insufferable know-it-all that's going to preach to us about how much smarter he is than us. Look at all that I've done. Instead of just actually being like a normal human being and talking to them about what they want to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at a certain point, like it's not them, it's you. You're the reason that you're not a part of that group because you're a smart Alex Spurg. And that's what it is. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He still was that same guy.
Oh God. All right, here we go. We got
here we have Nick is talking about gay groypers within the movement.
Let's go.
And how he accepts them, how he loves them.
Of course.
And this is actually really fitting because what happened today
is crazy.
These same gay groypers that he's vouching for have snaked on him, turned on him, and are now saying he's a gay pedophile. So amazing stuff here.
So, hey, we love UX and Brand. It's just jokes. Okay, we love them. Great channel. They got a great channel. Great gaming content. I like them. They're not gay. Neither of them are gay.
Is he trying to sound more like Trump?
Yeah, no, he is. He
he's
steals all of his
like
mannerisms.
This.
He steals every one of his mannerisms from Sam Hyde and Donald Trump.
Well, also like the voice pattern, right? It's like, we love him. He's a good guy. Like, it's that sort of.
But he can't even believe his own bullshit. He says they're not gay, but look at him.
I mean,
and he's reflecting on that statement, and now he's going to reverse on it. Yeah, they're open about how gay they are. Yeah,
like,
at least not exclusively gay.
Woo!
I don't know about.
Well, they're not exclusively gay. Listen, buddy, that means they're gay. Like, if you like to suck. You're gay. I don't know what to say.
Just say it, bud. Just admit it.
If they're if they dabble. Maybe they dabble. I don't know.
Dabble.
I don't know all
Dabble.
their business.
Is that what you do, Nick? You dabble?
Dabbles.
Is that what you call it? It's just one.
But they're not. Listen, but they're not exclusively. They're not exclusively men who have sex with men.
Would it matter?
No.
Aren't you?
No.
Don't you
Like,
hate gay people? Like,
doesn't the Bible say that they won't inherit the kingdom of God? Look at how sussy he is there. That's a gay man. You can't convince me that. You can't convince me he's not gay when you look at him there. Come on.
Now, maybe they're curious.
I gotta just say,
Maybe-
why is it that there's so many gay men in the movement?
I don't judge.
they do.
What do you mean you
What
don't
do you-
judge?
That's all you do.
You are the judge. Like, come
Like,
on.
that's all you ever do.
They do in their personal lives. As long as they're here to dox hillbilly, as long as they are soldiers. Look, I don't care how gay they are. As long as they're my loyal cult members that give me money and dox hillbillies when I give the command, as long as my gay followers are unquestionably loyal cultists who will
This is so unhinged.
and
This
dox
is the most this is the most unhinged thing I think he's ever said.
This is
And I'm not like
crazy.
without any exaggeration. He's talking about having die-hard homosexual cult followers that give him money, suck his dick, and dox people, and he's saying that he gives the commands for doxing. He's just admitting to that. Like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, he's not normal. Yeah, this is a liar, truth moment. You know, it's like cartoon villain. Like, he's like, the mask has come off. Like, whoa, man. And people still take this shit seriously.
The liar, truth moment. You're thinking about the Dickers.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
George. You love that. Whenever that starts to play, Ashton goes, "This rules." I love. It's the funniest when the music turns all like upbeat. Bow.
Calling him Gadoff Shitler.
Oh,
when I say so, and they will destroy Wignats.
Dumpers? They're going to destroy dumpers on his command.
no, go ahead. Never mind.
So we're going to go into the next segment, and this is Nick
Wow.
talking about Richard Spencer back in the day. By the way, just look at how much thinner he is.
No.
Look at how
Fuck
much
the
more
thinness.
youthful he is. His hair?
The 8. This
Oh
is like,
my God.
This is worlds apart.
That's 5 years difference.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? So this is him talking about Richard Spencer, but really he's talking about himself this year. So back then, Spencer was the face of the alt-right. He was glowing, bright. He was elevated by the media. He was allowed to stay on Twitter. Just listen to what Nick is saying and how relevant it is to what he is today. All right.
How is it that with all of these great figures on the dissident right, Richard Spencer became the face of the whole thing around 2016? That's a great question. Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it?
He sounds like a toddler.
I know.
The media elevated him, frankly, and that should tell you something. This
How did this guy become big? He stinks.
Well, there weren't a lot of other alternatives.
Fair enough.
There was a big audience of people that wanted these politics preached, but they didn't have many options to go with.
Here, I'll boost it, guys.
Spencer became the face of the whole
Sorry.
thing around 2016. That's a great question. Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it?
It makes you think,
The
doesn't it?
media elevated him, frankly, and that should tell you something. This relationship that they had. American Renaissance don't have a lot of reporters, but the NPI conference, they were all over the place, you know?
Pause.
They
Just think about how relevant that is to AFPAC, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Amran didn't have a lot of reporters, but AFPAC too had Louis Theroux in there.
Oh,
At the most recent Fuentes rallies, they were allowing journalists in to photograph everybody as well. Kind of glows, huh? See, when you apply the same standard he applied to a dissident movement, to his movement, it falls apart really quick. Hit play.
Okay.
want to air interviews with Spencer talking about peaceful ethnic cleansing and this other stuff, right? And no
Pause.
surprise.
They want to do lots of interviews with Nick Fuentes talking about burning women alive, how Hitler did nothing wrong, how, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's the exact same shit. It's the exact same shit. He's in fact even more incendiary and unoptical than Spencer was back then.
Yeah, by a long shot.
It is not a shocker at all. Jack Dorsey personally intervened
Oh,
to keep Richard Spencer on Twitter. What does that
wait
tell
a minute. Who does that sound like? Elon Musk, who went to Auschwitz and kissed the ring of Israel and the Jews, personally intervened to bring Nick Fuentes back on Twitter.
Wow.
Who does this sound like, Nick? Seems like you've taken that boogeyman role for yourself, brother, and you're running with it. You're compromised and you're glowing brighter than the sun. This is a show on cozy.tv, supposed like dissident right-wing platform, and this is one of the closest guys to Nick Fuentes. This is a member of the inner circle, the closest group. Him and Black Swan and UX, they make up what's called the Sussy Squad. And this is the Sussy Cast, where they watch sussy stuff like black men there,
dancing,
shirtless, dancing, shaking their asses. They watch all sorts of trans stuff and weird sussy stuff.
Like the femboy, we did you a femboy bullshit. Remember we tried A-logging them, but it was too much?
Honestly, it's whatever. He's kind of a like, who really cares?
Well, who?
He's kind of a total
saying that Nick Fuentes is an F-slur.
What?
He's saying that Nick Fuentes is gay, and he has receipts to prove it.
Post a cat gif. What do you think? You're a cat? You think you're a cat? This is shit. Whatever. Okay, loser. Who, Nick? Yeah, Nick who? I don't know. Yeah,
Nick
oh no, cat.
Coming from
By the way,
Veda?
look at
But it's so funny.
screen.
Look at what they're looking
There's
at.
femboys.
This is an America First Groyper general, one of the last remaining and closest supporters of Fuentes, which really tells you something about what this movement is at its core, which it's pretty obvious for anybody to see.
LGBT.
It's a gay grooming cult. That's what it is.
GIF, oh no. They honestly suck me off. Who cares?
What the?
You're a You're a okay, you. Clipped, I don't care, bro. He's a yeah, serious political movement, by the way. He's like sitting here complaining about cat gifs. Oh yeah, okay.
So this all popped off, I guess, because Nick Fuentes called Veda posting cat gifs cringe. It was cringe on the timeline for him to post cat gifs. And then Veda also says that stuff changed behind the scenes. Wow. So maybe like there wasn't going to be as big of a grooming party at this year's AFPAC. Maybe Nick could only afford 6 underage boys to come in and fuck them all off instead of 12 from last year. I don't know.
What is happening? Ash, what is happening? Why?
Well, it's just like mask off. This is what America First is, and it always has been. But we still have people taking this stuff seriously. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're a with a gay political movement. It's all good. Nick will soon consume Beta. Yeah, he wishes, bro. It just feels good that I don't have to pretend I like him anymore, you know?
Is he on Cozy?
Yeah, he's on Cozy saying all this shit.
By the way, he's 7,200% past his goal,
which was $1.
Yeah, so he made $72. So
I can just say, like, yeah, the guy's.
That's like the Ralph method, isn't it? You just keep lowering the goal to easily hit it.
Yeah, I don't really care about him. Let me pick a skin Nick would like. Let me find it. I'm gonna find a skin Nick would be in. Perfect. Here's a skin Nick would be into.
Is this what images he had on his show?
Yeah, can we even show this?
Yeah, I don't think there's no nudity.
I'll do.
Yeah, I mean, but that's like a chastity cage.
A young boy skin. He's a pedophile.
He's just calling Nick out as a pedophile.
What the f?
I mean, this is a guy from the inner circle saying Nick would be attracted to a femboy in a chastity cage because he's a pedophile. This is what his own people say about him.
A young boy skin.
Do I just block the TV?
Yeah, I would block the TV. I think we all get
He's
it
a
at this
pedophile.
point.
Did you seriously just counter signal Nick freaking Fuentes? Yeah, I did. Oh no. Let me get out of the skin since Nick's in the chat. He might get hard since I have this boy skin on.
Whoa.
No cap. And yeah, I don't know why he's in my chat, honestly. Hey Veda, what if me and the Catboy army ran the op? What would you do? I don't even know who you are, to be honest.
So they're still
Joke of
talking
a
about
political
like
movement.
Catboy armies and stuff like that.
My honest opinion. Is it because he insulted cats? Yeah, that and other stuff.
See, sales
stuff
is
too,
so
though.
on point. Imagine watching a gay Minecraft Groiper avatar watching trans to save America. This was today, N-word journey. This clip was today. All right.
Nick's helped me with stuff. He gave me a cozy channel and everything, but I don't know. It's like over time being friends with a guy, it's just like, you guys wouldn't know. It's nearly impossible.
Ah,
Will you be appearing on the
Yeah.
Kino Casino Friday? I don't know. I haven't been asked. I don't know if I'm big enough for that, though.
Probably not. I don't think we want you. How about you just expose it on your own and then we'll cover it on the show?
yeah.
And to talk about all the stuff behind the scenes that's going on.
Listen, what does he have? Is it gonna be, oh, I got things from behind the scenes and it's gonna suck and like be nothing? Or do you have actual stuff?
Yeah, it might even be a gay op in and of itself
Yeah,
to get
true,
him on the show, right?
true.
Not playing all my cards yet. But you know, I kept stuff under wraps. But if he's like gonna sit there and like call me a or whatever on stream, it's like, you know, I don't need to keep shit under wraps like that. If he has no cards.
Yeah, you know what? This is a gay op.
You think so?
This is a gay op. Cat gifts. I'm gonna burn it all down and not be banned off the thing. Stop.
Yeah, come on.
Stop.
Be surprised. But either way, it's
And
like,
by the way, not only is it a gay op, but it's a gay op from the Sussy Squad.
Yeah, it's suspect to begin with.
Yeah.
you know, the shit that I have. It's like, okay, we can play.
Release it.
Just prove that he's gay.
Nick picks
and
the worst
walk
people to be
away.
friends with. Yeah, it's just a coincidence that this happens like every time.
You know
Oh,
what,
Nick's
though?
record
That's
is-
real. It's just a coincidence, right? That every single friend that he ever has turns on him.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, the common denominator is you, bud.
Right.
You f***ed it up.
Clean for situations like this, we'll see.
Yeah, wouldn't he be 404 by now?
Well, he
I'll probably
allowed
do more.
a lot of shit to go on last summer, but you'd think by now he would have learned to just 404 these people immediately.
Yeah.
More of like a like an actual stream dedicated to everything.
Yeah, and by the way, Fat Chick Thriller, you're right. Every time someone's like, oh, except for Jaden and Simon had stuff, right? And it really was like, but remember when Ralph quit? He's like, I'm gonna drop everything. I'm gonna fucking expose them. And he's like, here's Rizzle Root's number.
Yeah.
It's like,
He didn't have
it's
any.
not a drop.
Now, I think that these guys in the Sussy squad, like Black Swan and Veda, they might have the definitive proof that Nick is gay.
Okay.
Because I think he does gay cyber with them in UX, like on a regular basis. I'm pretty sure of that.
Okay.
Everything
But
in coming days. If I'm still even on Cozy, we'll see. Might be on a different platform that I do it. Because people think it's just like, oh, he just made funny for the cat gifs or whatever. But that's just like I said, that's just the tip of the
I
iceberg.
want to believe.
I
I
do
want to believe. But like, you know, it could, he's on X now. He's back, Nick's back on X. Could be trying something fucking like gay op-ish to get us banned from Kick. You know what I mean?
Happy
Iceberg.
Accident saying it's because Nick chose UX over Veda. He took UX to the Kanye concert to hook up with him
Oh.
and not Veda.
Woo!
If you knew what I
Jimmy saying could be why he's not 404. He has too much dirt to remove him.
It could be
That's true.
interesting to me that
True.
the last people left on like his plantation, they have no talent, no ability. They have zero charisma whatsoever. They're boring as and they're all gay. So the only reason that they were ever involved in the first place, because they have no audience, they have no clout, was to be like Nick's gay little minions and get him off on Discord calls. That's why this guy is here. That's why UX is there. That's why UX, Veda, and what's his name, Black Swan. That's why they're all there. It wasn't that they had good shows and they were brought into the fold. It's because they were femboy cat boys.
Look, okay, someone, if what's his name? Is it Veda?
Yeah.
If Veda hears our words right now, release the stuff on your show. Let's
Just drop
see
it.
Don't. Yeah.
What it is it's a Mexican standoff because Nick has his docs.
It's a literal Mexican
So
standoff,
UX, yeah, it really is. So UX has now announced a stream where him and Veda are gonna Veda's gonna apologize to Nick, and he's gonna bow down, and they're gonna have a chill gaming stream. So this is the damage control that's come in from UX. So I wouldn't get your hopes up that anything's going to happen because Nick has this guy's docs, but he probably has the info that Nick's gay. So it's probably a total standstill between them. It's a lover's quarrel that's become public because somebody didn't get kissed at the Kanye concert that wanted to get kissed. And the real question is, why does this have to be discussed at all in a right-wing movement? Why does this have to happen? Really?
What I knew, have you seen what I've seen? It's apparent as the cat gif. Someone knows what you're talking about. Well, it was just Nick on his stream yesterday, calling me a and all this other stuff, and it's like I know what I know, and you're gonna hope you guys can fix this. I don't think there's fixing. What if Nick said sorry?
Pretty gay.
I don't know. At this point, it's the final straw was him calling me a or whatever. But there's tons of stuff. It's how are you gonna call me out when I know what I know, and you know what I know? I think it's because he just thinks that I won't, he thinks I'll just take it, I'll just be whatever. But, I don't know, people think it's a troll, but...
I got your back, man.
Thank you. Pelly is also... He's somewhat behind the scenes, too. He knows. Pelly knows. People who are behind the scenes, they're either gonna, do whatever they can to shit on me, or they'll be because a lot of them want an out. I'm sure they'll come after me, but... If you got a problem, why not just go away? I mean, I plan to, but...
All right. I think we've seen enough here. Yeah, and then here it is, the damage control gaming session. UX, Brant, Nick, and Veda, the whole Sussy squad, aside from Black Swan, will be playing Phasmophobia tonight. Did this session start?
Let's check one thing?
Let's check in. Yeah, go on.
Phasmophobia stinks. I'm sorry if you like it in chat, but I can't get into it. It's just...
Now, this gaming session has not started, so I don't know. All right, well, that's your AF segment for today. I think, essentially, if anybody reasonable was to watch the segment that we just put on, they would not believe in Groyperism. Just saying.